Hello, friends. It's Lindsay Satterfield, and Happy New Year. 2 days in, how's it going? I hope it's going wonderfully well for you. You're off to a good start. And today, let's talk about words of the year, having a word of the year. So I've been seeing, actually for several years, this is a thing that I've been seeing on, particularly on Instagram, I think, is having a word of the year that you kind of hold on to throughout the year. And I've never done it before. This is the first year that I am going to have a word of the year. And I want to encourage you to try it out as well as sort of a power tool, as a productivity tool. The reason I think it can be so valuable is that it, with so much vying for our attention, it's this potent word that has meaning around it, and we'll talk about that in a second. It's a potent word that can help anchor you. You can use it as an anchor. And frankly, we need all the anchors we can get in this world that we're living in, right? It's so easy to just be off all over the place, responding and reacting. And we need as many intentional anchors that can keep us focused on what's important to us. So this is the reason that I think it's a worthwhile experiment to try having a word for the year. So some of you, if you've followed me, know that I recently this year started using the Peloton digital app. I am a freak about this thing because it's really, really helped me. And I use it because they have the app for, like, you can do runs outside. So that's what I like it for. And my running practice was really just barely making it. It was sort of pro forma and I wasn't really stretching my own fitness. So this is all going to relate to the power word or the word of the year. Just one second. So I started using the Peloton app, and there are runs of different lengths. And it's awesome because you have great music, first of all, very important. And you have someone coaching you, someone training you, someone with you who's helping you push yourself a bit and train really to improve your fitness and improve your running. So one of the things I am very dedicated to Robin Arzon, and I always look for her outdoor runs. And every day I do one, pretty much. Maybe one day a week off. But pretty much every day I do either a 30 or 45-minute run with her on my little headset. And one of the things in some of the runs that she mentions is having a power word. I was involved in one of the programs on the app that's about training for a marathon. I am not actually training for a marathon right at the moment, but I was using these runs. And she talked about getting a power word for your run, and that helps you kind of stay strong and focused on the things that matter during the run and not on how uncomfortable you may be or how hard it is or all the things that start to debilitate you on a run. A power word. And I love this. Every single time she has said, okay, think of a power word, the only word that ever comes to mind is strong. That's the word that comes to mind. And that is the word that I need when I am powering through on some of these runs. I am strong, is the word strong. So really what this is a mindset practice. And all great athletes have the secret. They know, all great athletes and all great performers understand that great performance requires a positive, productive mindset. And so when I teach my clients and in my trainings and in coaching, it's an important component of accomplishing what it is that you want to accomplish is a mindset practice. And having a word for the year is that. It's a mindset practice. It's using the creative power of the mind to shift your energy, your attention, your focus, and that can in turn even change your neurochemistry in a more productive way. So all that said, I want to encourage you to look at having a word for the year, and I want to give you some prompts about how you might come up with it, and then what you might want to do to make it more powerful. So first of all, here's some questions that I jotted down. You might ask yourself, what quality, characteristic, or vibe, very important, would help me achieve my goals this year? What quality, characteristic, or vibe would help me achieve my goals this year? Or you could ask, what quality or characteristic might help me go in the direction I want to go this year? So I would just have a conversation with yourself and maybe do it over time and start playing with some different words. And you'll find that, certain words may come to mind right away, and you may know that's it. That's my word for the year. And sometimes they kind of evolve over time. So I started, as I was doing this, with expansion. And it just kept moving around, and now it's at either grow or growth. I think I'm going to go with growth, but that has a little bit more juice for me than expansion. So ask yourself these questions and just start finding a word that seems powerful to you. So this isn't just magical thinking. This is really a cognitive process that's going on. So you don't want to stop with the word itself. You want to imbue your word for the year with meaning, what I call a network of meaning. And that network of meaning gives the word, so it makes it cognitively easier to stay focused on that word if it has a lot of meaning for you. It's like a super strength capsule. So it's just one small word you have to remember, but what comes with it is all this energizing force. So here are some questions. Once you have your word, so I have growth. Once you have your word, here are some questions that you can ask and just brainstorm the answers to. And that will start building this network of meaning around the word. And that's what gives it its productive power. So here are some questions. If I use this word as a guide, I'm going to look at my notes here. If I use this word as a guide, what actions might I see myself doing? If I use this word growth, this word whatever, as a guide, what actions might I see myself doing? Another one, if I use this word as a guide, what would I do more of? What would I do less of? What might I do as it relates to my specific goals? So you could take that word and then look at your goals and see, what might I be doing if I really held on, if I use this word as a guide? What might I be doing in pursuit of these goals? What might I do as it relates to different areas of my life? So let's say you don't have a ton of goals this year, but you have different areas of your life that you're you have different areas of your life, and how might this word help you go in the direction you want to go in those areas of your life? Here's a good one. Okay, so far we have, what actions might I see myself doing? What would I do more of? What would I do less of? What might I do as it relates to my goals? What might I do as it relates to other areas of my life if I use this word as a guide? So another one. What thoughts or beliefs might I have if I use this word as a guide? What thoughts and beliefs might I have if I use this word as a guide? Another one. What thoughts and beliefs are not compatible with this word? Ooh. What thoughts or beliefs are not compatible with this word? So if I use this word as a guide, what decisions might I make? What kinds of decisions might I make? So you get the idea. You can come up with more questions yourself, but those are some to get started. And as you write those down, you are creating this network of meaning that allows the word to be potent for you. So when I think of the word growth, it's not just that word with a dictionary meaning. It has personal meaning to me that I've sort of installed in it, that I've imbued it with, that is cognitively giving it some juice, making it easier from a cognitive perspective. It's creating this network, this cognitive network that allows me to stay focused on that word versus all the other things that might be competing for my attention and time that I don't want to give my attention and time to. So it's again an anchor. How can you stay anchored towards what matters to you? And in this way, it's a mindset tool, it's a power tool, it's a productivity tool. So I encourage you to get a power word for the year, something that you can use as you navigate the pursuit of your goals and as you navigate your day-to-day life. So that's that. And again, I want to remind you that Power Start, my program of working on designing and pursuing your goals and making significant progress on your goals in the first 90 days of the year, and the science-backed habits that help you do that. That program is starting on January 10th, and there's a seat for you if you would like it. So I hope you consider joining us. I'll put a link to that program in the comments below. And again, it's another way to sort of strengthen your muscles around goal achievement, around keeping your attention on the things that you want to pursue, that matter to you, that you care about. And you know, your goals don't have to be around the pursuit of some external thing. It could be around qualities or quality of life that you want. Maybe you want to bring in more ease into your life. Maybe there are habits that you want to start to bring into your life. It can be those things as well. So it's not just external goals, it's goals of all kinds. It's really about, how do I live intentionally? That said, you can use work goals that you have, anything like that, you can also use in this program. And so this is, you know, even though it's a group program, it's done online. This is individualized to you, and the result is that you have made a great deal of progress on something that matters by March 31st. And that in and of itself will really jumpstart the year positively. So consider joining us. And regardless, I hope you get a power word that helps you as you pursue your goals this year. And we'll be talking again soon. Next week on Tuesday, I will be talking a little bit about habit formation, because that's the name of the game when it comes to great performance, is how do we build and pursue habits? How do we do that? And what kinds of habits help us move in the direction we want to go? So that's it for now. I hope you are having a fantastic January 2nd and that you're off to a great 2020. Have a great day.